I'm the king. 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 I'm the
Shalawamakiam, Wa'akwathiam, Kauhalayim, Wahata Pa'arat La, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem, Shal, Malak Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Shalha, Wakakwadash, Lai Walam Yam, Wa'adayam. All praises and the glory to our Father Yahweh, in the name of King Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit forever and always. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone everywhere. Much love to all you brothers out on the highways and byways, out on the front lines of the spiritual war, helping seal the 144,000. Ha Bayath Shal Dawadah, the house of David, and we pray to be part of that number. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing. Much love to the helpers and friends of the prophets, of the men and women that are going to be part of the 144,000 and the 1/3. And much love to the 1/3 Israelites all around the earth, the great multitude that scatter amongst the heathen nations and even look just like these other heathen nations where they have been scattered too, and don't have the typical Israelite appearance, but they still go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the holy, royal, chosen seed line, who the kingdom of heaven, salvation, the covenants, promises, blessings, and everlasting life is only for. And much love to the 1/3 women and children that are going to receive salvation through a man of the Lord. And this video is titled, We're Fucking Kings. We're fucking kings. We were born to be gods. We were born to be kings. We were born royalty. We were born superior to all these other nations. The Israelite man is on top. The order goes the Heavenly Father, then Yahweh Shai, who's second in command, and then King David, who's third in command, and then the 12 apostles, which are fourth in command, and then the 144,000, which are fifth in command. So we're over everyone. We're over these 2/3. We're over these devils. We're over these heathens. We're over the animals. And we're over these women. And that's why it's so important that you Akim stop simping. Because Isaiah, like for example, like I know the scriptures say to seek first the kingdom, but a lot of brothers look forward to Isaiah 4:1 on this side, right? Guess what? You kissing women's asses and simping and chasing after women, that ain't going to make Isaiah 4:1 come to pass. Us kissing Yahweh by Shem Yeshai's ass and seeking after what he desires, that's going to get our heart's desires. Like how the scriptures say in Psalms 37. It says, when we delight in Yahweh, he will give us the desires of our heart, not following after women. So, like, when it comes to that whole simping demon, that's a very powerful demon. I mean, all demons are powerful, but I noticed in these last days, it's like the closer we get to the end, it's like the more rampant simping is becoming. Even brothers in the truth, and that gotta stop. Because y'all are kings, y'all are gold, y'all are royalty. And this whole entire earth don't want the Israelite man recognizing his power. Because us knowing our worth and us knowing our value, us knowing just how precious we are in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai, that is what everyone is afraid of. And us knowing our power is causing the whole entire collapse of this queendom. Like, y'all know that Hebrew Israelite meme, y'all may have seen it before. I might have it in my phone, but I have like 3,000 different pictures. But it says the whole world is crumbling because the biblical Hebrew Israelites are waking up. Yeah, so us having this knowledge is causing the whole entire collapse of this place. So that's how powerful we are. That's how valuable we are, and we gotta realize that we're gods. Yeah, and it's funny because me and a brother were talking about that like a day ago, because he was talking about the Jason Bourne movies, and y'all know Jason Bourne, right? Played by Matt Damon. And y'all know how in the movies, right, how he's suffering from amnesia? Yeah, well, us as Israelites, we were suffering from amnesia. Yeah, we're gods that are suffering from spiritual amnesia, but now we know who we are. We know that we're superior to all these other nations. We know that we're the image and glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. We know that we're Israelites. We know that we're Israel. Slakia. We know that we're Israel. I kind of got tongue twisted. We know that we're Israel. We know that we're Yasha Allah. And a lot of brothers overlook that. Do you know what Israel means? Yasha Allah means he is a prince of the power. We are princes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. We are the direct representatives of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai on earth. And that ain't nothing to take lightly. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai did not give that title to any other nation. We enforce his laws. We enforce righteousness. He gave us his holy word. He gave us all of his secrets. He gave all power to his son. And Yahweh Shai has the 144,000, which Lord willing we're part of that are going to be joint heirs with him. And we're going to have some of that power too. That ain't nothing to take lightly. We are literally kings of the universe. Not just the earth, but everything was created by Yahweh Shai and the 144,000. So everything belongs to us. That ain't nothing to take lightly. And that goes to show you that we're the chosen people. You know why? Because you know how when you were a kid, like you would pretend you were a king, like you would like stand on your bed or stand on the couch, and you would like have like a stick in your hand, and you would like say that you're king of the world. Yeah, so even while we were in the world, we had that spirit in us to where we know that we're royalty. That's why when it came to Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Dot Hack Sign, any type of anime or something on Toonami or something. That's why you would pretend to do Spirit Bomb, Secto Disc, Kamehamehas, teleporting, pretending to fly. That's because it's in our spirit. Yep, you could take an Israelite out of Israel, but you can't take Israel out of the Israelite. Yeah, so even while we were deceived, we always imagined spiritual powers, having spiritual power dreams, having dreams of flying. That's because it's in our spirit, and now we're coming back to that. We're going back to being gods. King David said that we are gods, and Yahweh Shai said that we are gods. So we are gods, and no one can take that title away from us. Esau temporarily deceived us to where he made us think we're nothing, but now that we got the truth in us, now that we're back being awake, now that the Holy Spirit's back in us, it ain't never leaving us again. Yeah, so we're living in beautiful times, so that's why this knowledge is so precious. That's why this knowledge is more precious than fine gold. It's better than rubies, it's better than gold, it's better than silver, it's better than anything. This truth is the ultimate riches. That's why Yahweh Shai said in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, he said that we are gods. I mean, my bad, he said that we are rich, and we are gods. Yep, so he said that we are rich. Even though we're in this lower state, he said we are rich. Yep, no one on earth has the truth but the 144,000. Only 144,000 can get the full understanding. It wasn't given to no one else. And that's why it says in Matthew, I believe it says it in Luke. It may say it in both those books, but it says, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. Yes, so only the 144,000 can dance to this tune. For real, so we're kings, we gotta act like it. You can have any woman you want on earth. You can have a woman of your own nation from any of the 12 tribes, whether Southern Kingdom, so-called black women, or Northern Kingdom, Latino women, Native American women. You can have any woman you want of the heathen nations. We're over everyone. And us knowing our value, that's scaring the fuck out of everyone, because everyone has been walking all over us for the past 500 years. But now that we're not taking no shit, we're standing boldly. We're standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai. We're telling these devils and heathens that they're going to slavery. We're telling these black women, these Latino women, and these Native American women that they're going back in subjection under us. We're letting these 2/3 men know that they're going down. And it's our turn. And we're about to get all the fame, the glory, the limelight, the shine, and the glow. That's all for us. Because we are the ultimate celebrities. We are the ultimate superstars. We are going to be the new rich and famous. And we're already becoming famous. That's why for a lot of you brothers that prophesy, you may have people that recognize you when you go to stores or restaurants. People may mention you, like seeing you on the highways and byways. And they don't talk shit either. They actually respect you. That's happened to me in my old city. Some Simeonite, so-called Dominican, said that he seen me and he dabbed me up and he was mad cool. He was mad cool. Yep, and he got the truth also. Yep, so we're already getting famous, and that fame is beginning on this side. It's going to be in full effect on the kingdom, but everything is already happening on a small scale now. Yep, Isaiah 4:1's already trickling into effect. You may notice more women liking you, more women being submissive. Your ex is trying to come back to you. More heathen women liking you. That's because we're shining. It's impossible for people not to notice our shine. It's like if you were in the woods and if somebody lit a match, or if there was a flame, you're going to notice it, even if it's a small flame. Because in the midst of all that darkness, that one little flame is going to stand out. Yeah, so we stand out. We're in a world full of darkness and we're the only ones with the light. So it's impossible for people not to notice us. And ain't no one taking our shine away. Yep. Like, I believe there's a book or something. It's either a book or a movie or documentary. But I hear the phrase often where it says, like, from niggas to gods. Yep. And we're back being gods again. We're not slaves. We're not niggas. We're not coons. We're not Uncle Toms. We are gods. Yes, so knowledge is truly power. Because having the power begins with this knowledge. And that's why the first thing that Esau did to us was take away our knowledge. Yep, like how the saying goes, you kill the mind, but you keep the body. That's what Esau did. Yep, but now we have our mind back. We have this knowledge. We have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And this whole entire earth is afraid. These devils are afraid, these heathens. These women are afraid because they're losing their feminist power. And these simps are afraid because they see a lot of Israelite men getting their passports and going to get with these heathen women or Israelite women in other countries where feminism hasn't poisoned their minds. Yeah, you have a whole thing now, like MGTOWs and SYS BMs and Red Pills joke about. Like now they're calling black women the passport police. Because now you have this whole movement where women and these simps that back up these women, they're shaming Israelite men for getting their passports. Because they're mad that Israelite men are leaving the plantation. They're mad because we know that we have options. Because us being under the so-called black women, that keeps us oppressed, and that continues on Esau's Edomite supremacist power. But now that we know that we're kings and we can have any woman we want, that's exactly what we're doing. We're getting women that treat us right. We're not dealing with no single mothers. We're not cleaning up the mess of Pookie and Ray Ray and playing the role of the stepfather and being shitted on by her bastard-ass kids and being shit on by the mother that don't even respect the stepfather for standing up and taking responsibility and doing the job that the real father couldn't do. No, hell no, we're not dealing with that no more. No, we're getting single women that treat us nice, that are feminine, that have their real hair, that are ladylike, and that are soft and delicate and take care of themselves. We're not dealing with these brute beasts no more. Like as Mad Bus Driver would say, the scraggle daggles. We're not dealing with that shit. We're kings. We don't put up with that shit no more. See, but we have been bred all of our lives that we gotta clean up another man's mess. That we gotta deal with the black woman's loud ass mouth. We were taught that we gotta put up with shit. That's why in the world, it really didn't bother us much. Because we were taught, we just got to hear the woman's mouth. Whatever she says is right. Whatever she says goes. We got to bow down to her. We got to please her. Happy wife, happy life. But now we're like, fuck that shit. No, happy man, that's the fucking plan. Hell no, we don't deal with that shit no more. We're kings. Yep, and the scriptures tell us everything we need to know about women. That's why it says in Sirach, it says a silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh. And it says for women to submit. So we're like, oh shit, women are supposed to submit to us. So guess what Israelite men are doing now? We're getting women that actually submit to us. And according to 1 Corinthians 11:3, and in Genesis the 3rd chapter, it says how the man's over the woman and how there is no equality. And heathen women, they very well know that position. A heathen woman has no problem serving you. But when it comes to an Israelite woman, it's straight up war in their relationship. She don't want to serve you. She's always saying, don't tell me what to do. You ain't my father. It's always a battle. It's always a struggle of power. Yep, so these women are panicking really bad. Yo, like this whole MGTOW thing and SYSBM, yo, this shit is like sending shockwaves all throughout the whole entire earth. Because us having our power, it's making them shit themselves. The Israelite man getting his power back and getting this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it is toppling this entire system. Yep, and that's why it says in the book of Acts, those that they that turn the world upside down. Yep, so us having this knowledge, it's causing this place to crumble. Us having this knowledge is causing the collapse of America. For real, so we've all been beaten down. We've all been stepped on, made to have low self-esteem, to see ourselves as shit. A lot of us come out of single mother households where they taught us that we were nothing. They taught us that we were going to be pieces of shit like our fathers were. Yeah, so the Israelite women had bad childhoods too, but when it comes to the Israelite man, we dealt with a lot of shit. Being taught to bow down to women, being taught to be ass kissers, but nope, now we don't play that shit. Now we see that we're the prize, we're the royalty. For real, so that's why we don't do no chasing. No, we let things chase us. We only chase Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. The scriptures say, seek Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai 10 times more. Not no woman, not no bitch, nothing. No, we only chase our creator. He created all things. He gives us all things. We don't go after what he created. No, we go after him because he made everything. He can give it to us. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is rich. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai made something out of nothing. So Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is the only thing we chase. A woman can't give you salvation. Material things can't give you salvation. Only Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai can give us salvation. For real, so us getting our self-worth back, it's a beautiful thing. We're confident. We walk with our head held high. And these heathens see it, and it's scaring them. And even Elder Yashawanaba from GMS Dallas was saying that. He was saying how these heathens are becoming very uncomfortable with us knowing this truth. Yeah, this whole entire setup, this society, this queendom, it all revolves around us thinking that we're not shit. But us knowing that we're special, that we're royalty, that we're superior, that we're a holy people, it's causing this all to collapse. Yep, the Israelite men are kings and our women are princesses. You're not queens, you're not divas, you're not goddesses, you are princesses. You don't find the word goddess or diva anywhere in the scriptures. And you don't find queen in the scriptures either. You have the Queen of Sheba, which was a Hamite, a so-called African. She was not an Israelite. And these simp-ass heathen cultures, they have queens, but us no, because a woman is not on the same level as a man. By you calling a woman a queen, you're saying that she's above you or equal to you. But women are not equal or above us. They're under us. There's an order. There's kings and there's princesses. The order's very simple. When it came to King Solomon having 1,000 women, it said that he had 700 wives, princesses, and concubines. It didn't say 700 wives, queens, and concubines. No, princesses. For real, so you Joachim, got to make sure that you use the correct terminology because words have power behind them, so make sure you use words very carefully. No, we're the royalty. We're in the kingdom of heaven, and even beginning on this side, we're going to have our asses kissed. We're going to be pampered too. When all hell breaks loose, and even before then, and even now, We are the center of attention. The hot topic when it comes to Google trends, Yahoo trends, when it comes to YouTube search traffic, videos being watched, the number one hot topic is Hebrew Israelites. We are the center of attention. We are becoming the new celebrities. You see how women are getting their asses kissed on social media now? Before our hell breaks loose, and definitely done when our hell breaks loose, that's how our ass is going to be kissed. Because when our hell breaks loose, there ain't going to be no more internet. So the same way online you see women getting all these likes and they have hundreds of messages in their DM. Well, that DM traffic and all those likes, that's going to transfer over to us in the form of women chasing us, stalking us, ravishing us, raping us, jumping over hoops to us, simping after us, asking us out, spitting game to us. So realize how powerful you are. Do not think that your prayers are not being heard. Yahweh Shemashah hears everything you got to say. All your requests, all your prayers, everything you're writing down, all your goals, everything you're meditating upon. This whole entire universe is yours. You believe you're of the 144,000, right? Good. You know why? That's a great thing because that means you created everything. So if you created everything, that means it belongs to you. When you create something, you're over it. So guess what? The 144,000 help Yahushua create the universe, create the planets, the animals, the stars, the trees, and everything. Created the other nations, we created the other heathen men, and we created these heathen women and the Israelite women. So guess what? You created all those beautiful women you're mocking up. So it already belongs to you. Everything belongs to you. You got to realize how powerful your mind is. You can manifest anything you want. Yahushua said that all things are possible to him that believeth. You got to really believe that. Yahushua didn't say that for no reason. For real, Yahushua called us a faithless and perverse generation. We already made that mistake in the past of not having no faith. We got to have faith now. That's why the scriptures say, when Yahushua comes back, shall he find faith on the earth? We want to be those men that have faith. That's how we're going to be saved. Come on, you don't want to be no 2/3 in the kingdom. I'm not saying that you're 2/3, but I'm making a point. We're already in a low state now. Do we want to be in a low state in the kingdom for the rest of eternity? Hell no. Like that Eminem song. Lose yourself in the moment. He says this opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yeah, being a king for the rest of eternity. We're going to be best friends and be joint heirs with Yahushua, the son of the Almighty Creator, the Heavenly Father Yahweh. We're going to be joint hands with the man that's the second most powerful in the universe, Yahushua himself. And we're going to be joint heirs with the man that's third most powerful in the universe, King David. And we're going to be cool with the men that are the fourth most powerful in the universe, the 12 apostles. And we're going to have, you are going to have, and then below that, you are going to have 143,999 best friends. The 144,000 are all going to be best friends. Like right now, we may have our little disagreements, our little skirmishes. You may have little camp breakups. But in the kingdom, we're all going to be cool. We're going to be giving each other gifts. We're going to be giving each other women, giving each other exotic animals. We're going to have our own planets with our own special elements that can't be found nowhere else. Like, you know how there's certain animals and creatures and plants that can only be found on certain islands, certain continents, and certain places? Well, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have our special planets where only like certain herbs and certain elements and certain precious metals and precious stones are formed on. And we're going to be giving gifts to each other, being cool. We're going to go concubine hunting together. We're going to go up in these other heathen nations' lands, wake up at like 6 in the morning, snatch up concubines, be like, hey, brother, you want her? Yo, you want her? Shit, we're going to be getting like thousands of concubines and knocking on Yahushua's door like, hey, what's up, Malak Yahushua? Look what I brought you. Yo, the kingdom of heaven's going to be so fucking amazing. For real, we're all going to be cool. There ain't going to be no more arguing, no disagreement, no tension, no nothing. In the kingdom of heaven, we're all going to be cool. For real. The kingdom of heaven's going to be ill. We got to believe this. This is all we got right here. This is all we got. We see everyone else getting this. And think about how bad you want the last laugh. We've been laughed at for way too damn long. And people are still talking shit. You still got all these scoffers running their mouth. But guess what? We're going to have the last laugh. We're going to laugh the longest. And we're going to laugh the hardest. And on top of that, we're going to get our glory beginning on this side. And we're going to have everlasting glory in the kingdom. And 2/3 the same ones that were laughing at us. they're going to come back to shame. And these heathen are going to come back to shame. And we're going to be fucking up these heathens. These devils, these heathens. And we're going to snatch up all their beautiful women. We're going to have all the tens. And all the ugly ones, we're going to leave with them to procreate. Yeah, but we're taking all the beautiful ones. So we're going to truly have our power. And when it comes to the Israelite women, we're going to have the best of the Israelite women. We're going to have the Sarahs, the Bathshebas, the Abigails. We're going to have the best of the best. We're going to have the Judiths. Yo, everything is given unto the 144,000. We are going to be joint ears with Yahushua. We are going to have everything. And there's going to be a lot of things that we don't even know we're going to have yet. A lot of things are kept on reserve for us because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is keeping it as a surprise. But everything is given unto us. Yo, in the kingdom of heaven, you are not going to be lacking. Yo, you're not even going to know which woman to sleep with for the day. You're going to be like, damn, should I take her virginity? Should I take hers? Damn, I slept with like 1,000 northern tribe women. Should I go with a Judite today? Should I go with a Levite? Should I go with a Benjamite? Damn, I don't even know what to pick. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be like kids at a candy store. In the kingdom of heaven, the Israelite man is going to be the center of attention. That's why it says in Revelation, Revelation, the 21st chapter, verse 3, it says the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them and be their power, and he will call them his son. Yeah, so the same way, see, that's why, you got to look at it like this. Everything here is backwards. The same way how the natural order is, the Israelite man should be having his ass kissed, but Esau turned it around to where the woman's ass is being kissed. So in the kingdom of heaven, everything's going to be in the natural order. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to call all the shots. We're going to be supervising everyone. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to go on any body of water swimming. You're going to walk through any land you want, do whatever the hell you want. You're not going to have to provide no ID, no freaking passport, no green card, no documentation. And you get a search and Esau asks for your license and he radios it back to the station to see if you got a warrant. In the kingdom of heaven, no one's going to fuck with us. We are going to be the ultimate authority. Ain't nothing going to fuck with us. In the kingdom of heaven, women are going to be bound down to you every single day. You're going to wake up to women sexually pleasing you. All throughout the day, women are going to be sexually pleasing you. When you go to sleep, women are going to be sexually pleasing you. Every second of the day, you're going to be getting your ass kissed. Women giving you desserts, treats, candy, chocolate, wine, rubbing your back, braiding your beard, braiding your hair. Shoot, rubbing your chest, flirting with you, rubbing you, caressing you, everything. Everything is ours. And why do you think you barely see any movies depicting Israelite men as kings? Because they don't want us to have that mindset. And whenever they do depict us as kings, they put some stupid spin on it. Like, what's that movie? Black Panther. Even though it showed Israelites, but it was mixed in with all that African bullshit. But even that was a powerful movie because it still gave the Israelite man like that confidence, but it had that African spin to it, so it wasn't accurate. But Esau, he's never going to do it accurately because he don't want us getting that power back. But guess what? We are getting that power back because we're showing ourselves as kings. Yep, and much love to the brother Manatazak Benyamayan and all the other brothers that do these amazing pictures to showing us as kings. And now let me get some more pictures too. Hold up real quick. There we go. What's that picture at? Was the one I want. Here we go. See, in the kingdom of heaven, that's going to be an everyday thing. We ain't going to pay for it either. You know how you go to a massage parlor and you got to pay like $50 an hour for a massage? And they ask you if you want a happy ending and it costs extra money. But guess what? I mean, even if you do, if you get to lay with her or they'll give you a hand job or whatever, guess what? She's done that to 1,000 other men. So is it special? No. But guess what? The woman that you have in the kingdom, your rod is only going to be in her mouth for the rest of eternity. Your rod is only going to be in her vagina for the rest of eternity. She's only going to absorb your seed and swallow your seed for the rest of eternity. You are going to be the only naked body she sees for the rest of eternity. When a woman is yours in the kingdom, she is only going to be yours. Yahweh Shemashah ain't giving us no used up women. No, we're getting pure, fresh women. where we're going to pop their seal. You know how you get some peanut butter or a supplement or anything, and as soon as you take the cap off, it has that seal that says sealed for your freshness or sealed for your protection, and it says if the seal is already broken, do not purchase. Well, guess what? We're going to break their hymen, and we're going to be the only man to go up in them for the rest of eternity. Right now, all the women here are damaged goods. They've already been used up. By the time you get to them, they got a bunch of emotional baggage. They already got multiple kids by multiple men. They have all these insecurities by all the bad boys they're with that fuck their heads up. In the kingdom of heaven, everything is going to be ours and only ours. Ain't going to be no more adultery, no more breakups. Nope, everything's going to be ours. And guess what? We are going to have virgins on this side. Why do you think? And y'all can look it up for yourself, but I even did a video on it. But I do another video on it about how you have women that are 18 years old, 20 years old, 25, 28, 30, 40. Yes, you got women that are still 40 years old and that are virgins. Hey, T.I.'s wife. I mean, not T.I.'s wife. T.I.'s daughter, Deja Harris. Because T.I.'s name, his real name is Tip Paris. And his daughter, Deja Harris, she's 18 and she's a virgin. And she's fucking beautiful. She's fucking beautiful. And even the brother Mahaloya, the leader of GMS Kansas City, said he believes that she's being preserved for a man of the Lord. And I bet that she is. I bet that she is. And T.I. was on some simp shit before when he was talking about defending these hoes. But I gotta respect him for that. Even Mahaloya said that. For real, preserving his daughter. For real, that's what a man's supposed to do. And guess what? She's being preserved for a man of the Lord. And some of you brothers, you know women that are virgins. Guess what? Those are for you. And she probably has a bunch of men coming at her, but she may not be attracted to him. And even if she is, Yahweh Shemashah, he's always making it to where the interaction and with the courting phase and with the relationship don't get to the advanced stages and where it don't get sexual, to where a man takes her virginity, because that's meant for you to take. Because she's going to receive salvation through you. Yeah, so, like I said, it could be hard to believe sometimes because we see nothing but thoughts, hoes, sluts, and these ratchet, scraggle-daggle women on a daily basis. So we're like, damn, where are all the good women at? Oh, they're out there. And guess what? There's way more women than men. Why do you think it says 7 women shall take hold of 1 man? Because women outnumber men 7-1. And actually more than that, because you have 7 billion people on earth, right? Out of those 7 billion people, 5 billion are women. 2 billion are men. But guess what? Only 144,000 men are going to make it into the kingdom. Ooh, Slakia had a hiccup. Only 144,000 men out of those 2 billion men can grant a woman salvation. So guess what? We are going to have a surplus of women. You don't got to worry about it. Yo, it's like, damn. Yo, I seen a cool quote too. Like, y'all know me. I love saying quotes and all that. It said, if you knew the blessings that are lying ahead, you wouldn't even be stressing. You wouldn't even be tripping. Like, you know how, like, say if you're in a difficult situation, but you know you have a big-ass check coming, and you may have an empty fridge for like 2 days. You're like, I ain't worrying about it. I'll eat some ramen noodles for 2 days, because I'm about to get this $1,000 real quick. You ain't even stressing. So guess what? Yo, you know what we're about to get? Yo, we're about to have the entire universe. Yo, you got women that are ready to rape the fuck out of you right now. You got women that are watching you. You got women that listen to your videos and finger themselves, playing with themselves. You got so many women that are watching you that you don't even know about it. And even you brothers that don't do videos. You probably just repost videos, and even if you don't, you got women watching you. Yo, you'd be surprised who notices you. Like, you may think that you only notice people. You'll be surprised how many people notice you that you don't even know about. You have so many secret admirers and people that look at you, and women that have crushes on you, but they're too shy to tell you. You got a lot of women out there that want you, and guess what? You're gonna have them. The same way we're mocking up women are mocking us. For real, you're gonna have a whole lot of women. You're gonna have everything. We are kings. You're gonna have plenty of slaves, plenty of servants, handmaids, personal chefs. We're gonna have, in the kingdom, we're gonna have fashion designers. Like, any type of dressing style you want, you're gonna have that style. If you want to dress like a shinobi, dress like a ninja, a ninjutsu, dress like that dude from Assassin's Creed, we're gonna have all that type of clothing. We're gonna have all that stuff. For in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be walking around with swords on our back. like just looking badass. Yeah, any hairstyle you want. Want to rock some braids, some design braids, some box braids, some twists, anything. Have your beard braided with gold in your braids, everything you want. In the kingdom of heaven, we're truly gonna be living. In the kingdom of heaven, these women's asses ain't gonna be kissed the way it is now. The only reason we see this going on now is because we're in a feminist queendom. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be a masculinist kingdom. It's gonna be a patriarchy, not a matriarchy. Yeah, so this is all about to end. For real, we're getting our power more and more by the day. I have brothers telling me literally every week how they're getting more attention, how they're being stared at, how more animals want to play with them, how little kids are looking at them, babies are smiling at them, more women are talking to them, more women approaching them. So we're coming into our season. We're already in our season. It's the beginning phases. It's like when it first becomes spring, where it's kind of cold, but it's like a little bit warmer, to where you may be able to go outside without a jacket during the day, like when the sun is at its highest in the sky. But once it goes down, you got to put that jacket back on because it's a little bit cold. Yeah, we're in the beginning, to where women aren't literally bound down to us yet, but they're giving us attention. But very soon, we're going to be in full-blown summer, to where women are bound down to us, asking for the reapers to be taken away, crying, yelling, screaming for a man of the Lord, women ripping our pants off, snatching our rod out of our pants. Yes, that's all coming. Isaiah 4:1 is going to be very, very, very dramatic. Well, you think it's going to be a little bit where women just go, can I please be with you? Nope, they're going to be screaming, snatching your arm, ripping your shirt. They're going to be running after you, jumping over fences, running through intersections, dodging cars, playing chicken, trying to get across the street to get to you. They're going to be banging on your door, trying to climb through your window. Yes, it sounds crazy. Believe it. Watch. It's going to happen when you least expect it. Like how I told y'all about that story that happened like 2 days ago, where that woman pulled over on the side, that beautiful confusion-to-face woman, and gave me a ride. Yo, you know what's funny? Yo, she hit me up too. We spoke a little bit. Yeah, right, we talk a little more, but guess what? If it don't go anywhere, I ain't sweating it. No, yo, we are the fucking prize. Yo. And it's no coincidence how you have that website called Plenty of Fish. And what's that saying that dudes always say? There's plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, guess what? We are the prize. There's more women than men, so men are in more demand. They need you. A woman can't survive without a man, but a man can survive without a woman. So don't sweat nothing, because guess what? It happened once, right? And I know all you Akim have at least one story where you just met a woman in the most unexpected way. Do you really believe that's the last time it's going to happen? You thought it was only going to happen that one time and never happen again? No, that's going to happen some more, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai is going to blow your mind in even more magnificent ways, to where he's going to do something so crazy and so out of the box, to where that other crazy interaction you had, it's going to make that interaction look like nothing. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai, he's showing his power more and more each and every single day. That's why always keep your eyes open. You never know when a miracle's going to come through. You never know. That's why it's always important to have a positive mindset, no matter how bad your day's going. Great things are happening each and every day. Miracles happen each and every single day. Don't let no one take your faith. Don't let no one take your crown. This is our season, and no one can take it away from us. Nobody. Yeah, we're going to be sitting on thrones just like that. Yep, a scepter in our right hand, crown on our head, woman serving us, fanning us with giant leaves, bound down to us. That's going to be an everyday thing in the kingdom. It ain't going to be like now to where it's all scarcity and everything. Nope. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have all of our pleasures, everything readily available to us, whenever we want it. For real, and this is all coming to us. We already got it. We already spoke it into existence. We already spoke about it. We already prayed about it. We already thought about it. So guess what? Boom. It's already in our spiritual bank account. For real, we are the prize. We are the gold. And don't ever forget that. We are on top. We are superiority. Yahushua said that we are a nation of kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Yeah, we're going to be in power. And that power will never be taken away from us. Never. Never. We're never going to feel the curses again. Our women will never be over us ever again. Once the natural order comes back, it's staying that way for the rest of eternity. We're going to be in perfect bodies. We're never going to age. We're never going to get sick. We're never going to get injured. We're never going to get tired. We're never going to be fatigued. We're never going to feel exhausted. You see, now we got to do no fap and semen retention. We got to save our vital force. In the kingdom of heaven, you're going to ejaculate as much as you want to with no consequences. You're not going to get tired. You're not going to get no fatigue or nothing. Nope. And it would be cool if every brother did no fap, but I understand that it ain't meant for every brother. So some brothers masturbate, even though I don't advise it because it's destroying yourself. But guess what? In the kingdom, you ain't gonna never have to use your hand ever again. Never. In the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna be flooded with women. You're gonna be flooded with women on this side. So guess what? You don't gotta wait to the kingdom to get women. You're gonna have plenty on this side. And that's why it's so important that we be taking care of ourselves now and get ready for that time. You are going to have plenty of women beginning on this side. It's the natural order. Because women flock to power, right? So guess what? Esau's going to lose his power. The heathen, the simps, these devils, they're all going to lose their power. We're going to have the power. So what are women going to do? So, what are they going to say? I don't want an Israelite man. They're going to have no choice but to come to us. But those ones that have that mentality, we're going to reject them. And we're going to get with the women that already do want us. Because we have women that are already laid up for us that do want us. But it's not the time to have them. That, and Yahweh by Shem Shai is keeping them on reserve. But once that time comes, we're going to get them. And guess what? They're going to tell us that they'll always want to be with us. And we're going to have the power to read their mind to see if they were serious. And we're going to be like, oh yeah, so you're watching my videos? And we're going to be like, so name 5 of my video titles. And we're going to test them on that. Yep, we're going to be like, and then they're going to actually name my videos too. They're going to be like, you did a video titled, How Israelite Men Are Kings. You did another video titled, Israelite Men Are Fucking Kings. You did a video titled, called, How Women Are going to Be Submissive and Shut the Fuck Up. Yep. We're going to be like, oh shoot, so you were watching my videos. Yep, so guess what? Yo, everything you want's already yours. For real, I'm going to drive that through your heads. You are kings. And that's why it's so important to watch these videos, because ain't no one else going to motivate you. Everyone else is trying to destroy us. The news depicts us as being criminals, these movies. You have all this so-called toxic masculinity bullshit where they want to demonize men being men and they want to make us look like little bitches. So guess what? This truth is this is the real food right here. For real. A scripture a day, a video a day keeps the demons away. Like, you know how they say an apple away keeps the doctor away? Yeah, a scripture a day, a video a day keeps the demons away. That's why take these videos seriously. And when you look at these pictures, get a good look at them. Set it up as your wallpaper, your screensaver, your background. Imagery is very powerful. Why do you think Esau, did Esau only take away our heritage? Nope. Not only did he take away our heritage, but he put a Caesar Borgia in our face. He put a deity, a false god in our face that looks like him. Because imagery is very powerful. But now that we're seeing images of us being royalty and being kings, now we're getting that godly spirit back. Because now we're seeing ourselves because like, oh shit, we are something. We are royalty. Like, look at us. That's what we're about to be. That's what we already are. For real, so imagery is very powerful. That's why it's so beautiful having these pictures. We got to be looking at this every single day. Like, yeah, that's me right there. That's us. We can't let no one take this away from us. That's why Yahweh Shah said, let no man take thy crown. Because a lot of people want to take our crown. That's why Yahweh Shah said that. People don't like us knowing this knowledge. We got 2/3 of our women against us. You got the 1/3 women. Some of them are still on the fence and don't want to submit. Even though you have 1/3 women out there that have no problem submitting already. But for the most part, you have a lot of 1/3 women that's still insecure. They hate seeing you be a man because they're so fucked up in the head and because they're afraid of their own femininity. So even some of the 1/3 women are still poisoned by feminism. So as in right now, they're still against us until all hell breaks loose, because that's when they're gonna finally shut the fuck up and snap out of it. But for now, we are very little allies. So that's why it's important that we meditate day and night upon this, which that's something I got to do more myself and go over scriptures more. That this is all we got. This is our weapon. Why do you think it's causing so much uproars and so much tension? Because when we were being little kittens and being little bitches and being spineless, everyone loved that. But now that we have our knowledge, now that there's friction, now everyone's terrified. Because we're being lions again. We're roaring again. We have our manes again. We're being men again. We're standing upon our feet again. And the whole entire earth is terrified. This whole entire earth is terrified. And ain't nothing stopping us. And Slacky, let me blow my nose real quick. Bear with me for like 20 to 30 seconds. Ooh, way better. There we go. Slacky for that. Oh, that feels way better. Yeah, but for real, so just remember, everything you prayed for is yours. You may have met some beautiful women before, and you probably wanted to ask her out, but didn't get the chance to. Or you probably had a chance to, but you probably didn't have the confidence at the time. Guess what? All those women are coming right back into your life. They didn't forget about you. Like, you know how you just hold eye contact with a woman, and you can tell she likes you? Guess what? She didn't forget about you. The same way that you're still thinking about her, she's still thinking about you, because when y'all spoke, you probably made physical contact. You probably gave her a handshake or a hug, or you may have touched her on the shoulder. Guess what? That connection is still there. Energy never dies. Energy is only transferred. She's coming back in your life. And guess what? Like, I remember when I first prophesied on my old channel, on my first WrathofHeaven channel, I had a video when I first hit the Housing Bowers. It was when me and this Benjamin brother were teaching together. And this beautiful ass Ephraimite woman, she had to still be in high school. And she stayed and listened for over an hour. Yeah, and she just wouldn't leave. Every time like she was about to leave, like she would stay. And then when it looked like she was about to leave again, she would stay again. And then when she finally did leave, she's like, bye. And then she didn't even like look back and just look forward and then keep walking away. No, she was walking backwards and looking at me because she didn't want to leave. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, during my first day of prophesying, I thought I was going to have a bunch of scoffers and have like mad opposition. But now Yahweh Shemashai brought a woman to me. And that was my first day of prophesying too. I'll never forget that. And it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence either, because it was in Salem, Massachusetts, and y'all know how demonic that place is, with all that witch shit up in there. Yeah, but she was so beautiful, for real. So when a woman likes you, she has no problem showing it. So that's why we gotta stop with that low confidence bullshit. For real, we are kings. For real, like. When a woman likes you, she's gonna show it. Like, that's why a lot of you notice, Slakia. That's why a lot of you notice now that more women are smiling at you, making physical contact, finding reasons to touch you, asking for your number. A lot of times, a woman will give you her number without you even asking. She'll just volunteer, like, oh, take my number down. That happened to me a few weeks ago with an Ephraimite woman. But she's being a bitch now. But guess what? Yahweh Shimashai brought me a new woman just like 3 days ago. And guess what? More are on the way. So that's why I don't sweat nothing when things don't work out with a woman. Yahweh Shimashai got plenty for you. So don't even sweat it. For real. The Israelite man is gold. More precious than gold. In the kingdom of heaven, your slaves are going to be bound down every day. Your servants, all your slaves, all the heathen, all these devils, they're going to be bound down to you every second of the day. They're going to be licking up the dirt of our feet. My bad, the dirt of our feet. I said feet. They're going to lick up the dirt of our feet. We're going to be using them as leg rest. In the kingdom of heaven, when we're walking down the street, they're all going to immediately stop what they're doing and line up on the ground and lay on their stomach, and they're going to form a makeshift rug out of themselves so you can walk on them. So that way your feet don't even got to touch the ground. The ground's going to be clean anyways because the streets of Jerusalem are going to be made of gold, but just to humiliate them, we're going to walk on them. We're going to use them as our rug. In the kingdom of heaven, when you go to open the door to your house, they're going to lay on their stomach or lay on their back, and you're gonna use their face as a doormat to wipe your feet off on. You ain't even gonna have dirt on your shoes, but you're still gonna wipe your feet off on their face just to humiliate them. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom. We're gonna humiliate the shit out of them the same way they did us. We're gonna make them carry us around everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna tell them to go try to mess with a lion so the lion can devour them. We're going to go tell them to smack a beehive so the bees can all sting them to death. That's how it's going to be in the kingdom. That's how it's going to be. We're going to make them fight over each other over a grain of rice. We're going to make them fight over a pea. We're going to make them fight over like a quarter piece of bread. They did it all to us. We're going to do it to them double. We are kings. That's what we're going to do. They put us in gladiator arenas. We're going to do the same to them. Yeah, we're gonna walk their woman around on leashes. You thought ghetto gaggers was bad? Remember, everything is gonna be double, so imagine how bad we're gonna ghetto gag their women. Their women are already being ghetto gagged by us. And one brother sent me a video, I bet it's probably still on Instagram too. But there was a video where this Edomite supremacist, he called this Judite a nigger, and the Judite took his woman and he fucked his woman on camera and he put it all over social media. Yep, he was doing a doggy style on camera. He did a selfie video fucking his woman on the camera. And he said to the Edomite man, he was like, I'm glad you have a small dick because you kept her pussy nice and tight for me. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's how you know we're rising up. The same way Esau took our woman, now we're taking his woman. Even back during hardcore slavery, you had Edomite women sneaking onto the slave plantations and sleeping with Judite men. That's how you know it's superior. That's how you know it's superior. This devil's finished with. All these heathen are done. We're taking all their women. They can't get enough of us. Even I told y'all about that beautiful Elamite woman, that East Indian woman. When I go to that restaurant, she fucking sweats me. There's two of them there. One's kind of thick. She looks good too. But this other one, she kind of reminds me of Pocahontas. Like she always wears her hair like in a big, thick, long braid. And she's fucking beautiful. And when I went there, she greeted me very energetically. And there was this Elamite sitting at a table that works there. She was asking him how to put the order in the computer because she didn't really know how to do it. And then when she looked over to the table to ask him, I looked over with her, and he was giving me the dirtiest fucking look. I could tell that dude wanted to fucking kill me because he knows subconsciously that she liked me. Yep, so ain't that funny? Here it is, they have all this power over us, but yet their women don't even want them. That's because they ain't shit. Because we got the Holy Spirit. Israelite men have the highest testosterone levels. We have the most pheromone levels. We're superior. So that's how you know that money is an artificial form of power. Because even with their money, their women still don't respect them. Yep, the Israelite man's taking everything. Yeah, we want you as slaves, we want your women, we want your children. They're gonna serve hardcore labor. Yep, in the kingdom, y'all gonna work to death. The same way y'all worked us to death, that's right. Yeah, the same way y'all worked us to death, we're gonna work you to death. In the kingdom of heaven, your only break is gonna be the Sabbath. And once that sun goes down, the first second y'all are getting right back to work. For real. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be built up quickly. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be so beautiful. 1,000 years worth of hardcore slavery. The kingdom of heaven is really gonna be unspeakable. It took 20 years to build the Egyptian pyramids. So imagine what's gonna be built in 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. Our kingdom's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be living it up. Yeah, we're fucking kings. Don't let no one tell you different. Your parents, your women. And a lot of these women ain't even women because your woman don't call you king or Adonai or Lord. She don't want you having power. So that's why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai is going to put her to death, and he's going to give you many other women that can't wait to have you. You got women out there that are on reserve for us. They can't wait to have an Israelite man of the 144,000. They can't wait to make some good love and some nice, passionate love making to you. They can't wait to please you and serve you. They can't wait to cook for you. They can't wait to look into your eyes and just be safe and feel secure and protected. Real women. Not these demons and monsters out here. Not these berserk brute beasts out here. No, real women. And that's what we're getting. Everything. Everything. For real. We have an amazing creator. We have an amazing heavenly father. We have an amazing king. He said he'll give us everything. Everything is already ours. Well, what other God can do that? None. Fuck Allah. Fuck Buddha. Fuck Krishna. Fuck Caesar Borgia. Fuck all these idols. We have the only real living power, and that's our power. Yahweh said there is none besides him, and he's our power. And he gives us everything. So we are very fortunate. That's why this truth cannot be taken for granted. We have everything. Everything's already waiting on us. That's why Yahweh Shah said in 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, he said the kingdom is already prepared for us. So everything already belongs to us. Don't let no one tell you different. For real, realize how powerful you are. That's why it's very important to pray. That's why the elders and apostles always say pray. A lot of you underestimate the power of prayer. When you pray, you're literally sending text messages to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. Shit, don't you believe in a text when you send a text message on a phone? Once it sends through, don't you believe that it's sent? When you send a message on Instagram or WhatsApp or Facebook or any other application, you believe that it's sent, right? And that whoever you're sending it to is going to get it and read it and notice it and get that notification? Well, guess what? When you pray, you're sending out a spiritual text message to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. And guess what? He hears everything. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai is all-knowing and all-seeing. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai is all-knowing and all-seeing. He hears and sees everything. So all of your prayers are already answered. Your prayers are answered before you even pray for it. So guess what? Everything is yours already. Just remember, you're going to have whatever you want plus more. Whatever you're praying for, you're going to get infinite amount times that. For everything's already yours. For this nightmare's about to be over. And even before the nightmare's over, we're still going to get blessings. Yep, like how you have that song, Racks on Racks on Racks. It's about to be riches on riches on riches, blessings on blessings on blessings. For real. Yes, so we're fucking kings. Kings. All capital and bold letters. With 1,000 exclamation marks at the end. We are kings. So I pray that all this was an edifying video. I pray that all this was faith boosting and spiritually uplifting. And with that, I want to say shalom and peace. Whoo! We're fucking kings. Let's go!